Look there at spectacular SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Tonight, a good one in the NFC. It's the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Los Angeles Rams. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. We welcome you. That's the punter, Ethan Evans, to get this started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. Baker Mayfield leads them out. He has found a spot to be very comfortable. The former #1 overall pick out of Oklahoma, who turned 30 in the offseason, and has done a nice job with the Buccaneers the last few years.
You know, Mike, it's kind of become cliche. You know, these guys come onto the field and we say, hey, you got to defend every blade of grass. They can make every throw, but that's exactly the case anytime this guy's lined up behind center. And the amount of stress that it puts on your pass defense, on your secondary to know, I got to defend sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone, no matter where that ball is snapped. That's a tall task, and they're going to have to mix up coverages and be really sound on the back end, or this guy can really kill you.
From the 29, here's 2nd down and 4. They send Godwin in motion. Throwing on 2nd down, Mayfield. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete.
Dropping a catchable ball is one of the worst feelings. It feels like the entire stadium is laughing at you, and all I know is firsthand, you just want to get another opportunity to put that one behind you.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. It's Otten in motion. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Mayfield. 11 yards on the pass there. Good for a Buccaneers 1st down.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Buccaneers.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
They run with the Oregon man. It's Bucky Irving. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the gun, it's Mayfield. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Emeka Ibuka, the intended receiver. And it's going to be 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. He's got a man. That's the tight end, Otten. 10 yards, the gain on the pitch and catch. It's a 1st down for Tampa Bay.
And a Buccaneer 1st down.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
They send Godwin in motion. Second down throw for Mayfield. That pass complete to the veteran, Sterling Shepard. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike, how well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
They'll go with the sneak. And he's going to have a Buccaneers first down. Able to convert, albeit not by much, but they get it on 3rd and a yard.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
Now, screen set up for Irving. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
Get this complete right side to Otten. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
First down, Buccaneers.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point, and now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that after this long drive would be a bit of a letdown.
And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. That is a gain of 22. Goal.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
And he will take this one across into the end zone. Bucky Irving. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
On is Chase McLaughlin for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Buccaneers will take a 7-0 lead.
7, Rams nothing.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Rams once again led by Matthew Stafford at quarterback. First 12 years with Detroit, his 5th year with the Rams, including a Super Bowl championship, winning Super Bowl 56. The #1 overall pick all the way back in 2009.
Stafford was one of those guys, Mike, that I think through the first half of his career was probably the most underappreciated quarterback in the entire league. The talent was always undeniable. But when he was constantly discredited for was just the fact that he was on some really bad teams that were left to play really irrelevant football down the stretch. Immediately changed that narrative the second he joined a championship roster. Now, he's just trying to see if he can add some more hardware to that resume and solidify that legacy even further. A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
Off the bootleg, it's Stafford. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. That is the former Pro Bowler, Hassan Reddick, in for the sack. It is a loss of 8, and now it's 3rd down.
It's just so hard to simulate the speed of some of these defensive linemen in the NFL. I mean, by the time he makes his play fake, you get your head around on the perimeter, the quarterback's expecting to break contain. He thinks he has a lot of time to look downfield. Well, that time went away in a hurry, and he didn't have much of a chance.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. They put Adams in motion. On 3rd down, here's Williams. And this will gain a couple of yards up to the 22-yard line.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
So 4th down, the Rams will send out Ethan Evans to punt. Cameron Johnson deep for Tampa Bay. Crazy. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Buccaneers offense ready to see the football for the 2nd time. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. They go play action with Mayfield. In trouble, and down he goes.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up. And
work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Baker to throw. He'll swing this out wide to Irving. And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
so often sacks, especially on 1st down, can be drive killers. But their ability here to take this from 2nd and long to 3rd and short, they've got a really good opportunity here, Mike. If they don't get it on 3rd, don't be surprised if they go for it on 4th.
On 3rd down, it's Irving. Oh, the defense meets him in the backfield. They stopped him dead in his tracks and set up 4th down.
So it's a pretty manageable 3rd down, so they really have the option to run or pass, so they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use 4th down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake.
And this will go down as a punt inside the 20 as it continues out of bounds.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Rams offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. They'll start out 1st down and 10. They go play action with Stafford. That's caught by Smith on the right side. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 25-yard line.
From the 25, here's 2nd down and a yard. They put Adams in motion. They'll run it with Williams. And I don't think he got there wrapped up in the line of scrimmage, and now you're looking at 3rd down.
Great job here defensively, Mike. Make them snap the ball again. 2nd and 1, they're not conceding anything. Make it 3rd and 1 and see if your defense can come up again with a stop for no gain.
They'll try to run for it with Williams. And he's not going to get the 1st down. They met him, brought him down in the back backfield on 3rd and short.
Well, what looked like an advantage for the offense, Mike, facing 2nd and short now, has turned into a win for the defense. Back-to-back stops for a loss. And it brings up 4th down.
Here's Ethan Evans now. And he's on to punt for the 2nd time in this opening quarter. To return is Johnson. And to be taken down with the 1st down as time will run out on this opening quarter. On to the 2nd, Buccaneers in possession of the football as they are set to start the drive with 1st and 10. Baker gonna give it to Irvin. Wow, how he got away from that first defender, I have no idea. This will wind up with positive yardage on the play.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 6. On play action, Mayfield. Left side, he's got Ibuka. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. They'll get 19 out of that play. Good for a Buccaneers 1st down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
That's 13 more on that play, and quickly another 1st down.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
Quick throw, taken in.
Mayfield's pass. He was brought down by Jared Burks. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 20-yard line.
From the 20, here's 2nd down and 5. Throwing is Mayfield. Got his man at the 6. And they'll get him down inside the 5-yard line. It's 1st and goal coming up.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
Mayfield. He's got his big tight end. Cade Otton. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
On comes McLaughlin to add the PAT. He's got it. And the Buccaneers move out on top, 14-0.
Buccaneers 14, Rams nothing. Chase McLaughlin.
Here's McLaughlin now after the score. He'll kick this one away. On the return, this is Blake Corum. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here come the Rams as their offense trots back onto the field. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Williams. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down.
That's good for a Rams first down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
First down, Stafford. That's to Parkinson, open right side. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's a gain of 5.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Now a 2nd down throw for Stafford. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
And this offense just cannot get anything going right now on 3rd down. If you ask any offensive play caller throughout the entire league, Mike, the importance of 3rd down, maintaining possession, making the defense stay on the field and have long extended drives, it is critical to not only scoring points, but ultimately winning in the NFL.
And he couldn't get that one to check up. It'll keep bouncing into the end zone. It's a touchback. Baker Mayfield and the Bucs ready to get back to work. Their lead sits at 14-0 here in this 2nd quarter. Looking to run away with this one before halftime. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. On the bootleg, it's Mayfield. Over the middle, that's Godwin. And he's got it to the 35-yard line. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a 1st down.
I can't believe what I'm watching. Son más malos que el veneno.
Nice play design here by the offensive coordinator. His ability to get the quarterback outside the pocket, take some stress. Reaches the launch point. The receiver's running wide open downfield, and he puts the ball right on the money.
And he broke through the initial contact, winds up getting about 3. It's 2nd down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
On 2nd down, Baker. This one on target to Godwin. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
It takes a certain guy in that slot position to be willing and able to go across the middle of the defense on those in-breaking routes. You can tell this guy, he doesn't care. He is fearless going across the middle, and he's able to secure a nice catch.
It's the quarterback with the sneak. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the 1st down.
That's Ibuka in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Baker. That's over the middle and caught by Ibuka. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll go again here with Irving. Space to run inside the 20. And they'll finally run him down, but he takes it inside the 10-yard line.
The 9-yard line.
It's a gain of 26, and it'll set up 1st and goal.
Sometimes all it takes is that one key block to spring this back. He's just so good in open space, and man, that was a heck of a run, and it sets up 1st and goal.
2 minutes remain here in this first half. Greg and I return to SoFi Stadium after a short break. Halftime is looming, but a chance to build on that already sizable lead right here. 1st and goal. Now Mayfield. They'll look to set up the screen here. And he will score! Bucky Irving. Touchdown, Tampa. That's his 2nd touchdown so far here in the first half. This defense continuing to give up points. Greg, you've been on offenses like this. This has to feel great when you're on a roll like this.
And it's really twofold, Mike. First and foremost, just like you said, every offense in the league works all week. We want to start out fast. We want to establish some early rhythm and play our style of game. They've certainly done that. Now, on the flip side, what does it do to your opponent? It takes them completely out of their game plan, knowing this early in the game, they're chasing points.
McLaughlin, good on the extra point. And the Bucs will take themselves to a 21-0 lead. Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Rams offense about ready to take over once more. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on 1st down. Man in motion is Smith. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll take this past the 30. A gain of 6. Mark it at the 31.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
That one down the field, but it is incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Solid rep there for this corner, Mike. I mean, to stay disciplined with his technique throughout the entire play. So often we see when the ball's put in the air, the defender can panic and they either get a pass interference or they misplay the ball. This time he times it perfectly and forces the incompletion. And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
On comes the punter now. He's on to punt it for the 4th time tonight. it'll be a good return. He's able to get it up past the 40-yard line. Baker Mayfield and the Bucs ready to get back to work. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. He spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. It's Otten in motion. On first down is...
The versatility of the tight end position really starts coming in slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
Second and 7. They send Godwin in motion. Throwing on second down, Mayfield. A pass, it's complete. It's Shepard. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. It's a first down for Tampa.
That outbreaking route was going to be there. All he had to do was wait for his guy to get to the spot and drop the ball right in the bucket near the sideline.
Off the play fake, it's Mayfield. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the 34-yard line.
Second and a yard. From the gun, it's Mayfield. The second down throw is incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Bucky Irving. And it'll be third down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
On the handoff, it's Irving. Oh, the defense meets him in the backfield. They stopped him dead in his tracks and set up fourth down.
Well, this seems pretty straightforward. 3rd and 1, just dial up a run play and run straight downhill, but this defense had other plans. They were ready and expecting that run, and they're able to take the ball carrier down for a loss.
And that is no good. He missed it. So we've hit half here out west, and we'll send it back east to Scott Hansen, who has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you very much. We welcome you back on EA Sports for quarter number 3. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. Here comes a return from the 3. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Rams offense going to have the first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. Stafford. Nakua snags it over the middle. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35.
A gain of 10 yards.
Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far, but that one gives them a first down.
36-yard line.
So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. On the give, it's Williams. Finding room across midfield. And he's going to be taken down. 2 nice play calls here to kick off the drive. 15 more on that one.
First down.
For that play to work, Mike, you have to distort the defensive line at the point of attack. And what that means is the offensive lineman, you need one of them to win their block. Move the defender out of his gap. Because when you do, you can see there is a nice run lane for the back to hit.
And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the 41, here's 2nd and a couple. From the gun, here's Stafford. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. A pickup of 14 on that one. First down, L.A.
Rams, first down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
Right back to Adams. He's got it again. That keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
On 2nd down, a run with Williams. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
Stafford now on 3rd down. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up 4th down.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. So you know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball, and in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
Hardy's kick is good, and the Rams are able to put up 3 and cut into the lead.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return is Sean Tucker. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Buccaneers offense and then running back Bucky Irving ready to hit the field again. We'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Give. This is Irving. Up the sideline to the 40. And he is out of bounds at the 45. That's a gain of 19. And a very quick first down.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to 3rd down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
Short pass taken in by the tight end. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16, and it's two nice plays to begin this drive.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
On first down, here's Irvin. He'll get about two. Cameron Curl up from his safety spot to make the tackle.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 8. They send Godwin in motion. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. He looks forward for maybe a yard. Braden Fisk is there to bring him down.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
They need to get to the 29 here, facing 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. Got him! He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. The Rams have it. One of those exciting moments in a football game. There is a turnover and a fumble, and all of a sudden the guys who were on defense, they're starting to think like offensive players, Greg. They really wanted to take that back the other way.
And I think for that offense, they're fortunate that didn't lead to a touchdown, because for a minute, I thought the defender was going to take it all the way back, but either way, winds up with a pretty nice return, and his offense is in great position.
The Rams offense headed back to take over once more. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Now it's Williams. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
At this point in the game, Mike, we just haven't seen a lot of fire out of this offense. Here's another run, simple handoff, no gain.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Stafford gets this one out quick to Nakua. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Throw on 3rd down, Stafford. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there, and they force 4th down.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the 3rd quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
Take this in, back at the 16. And he'll get forward for a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Baker Mayfield and the Bucs ready to get back to work. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. They'll run with Irvin. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
23-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
To throw is Mayfield. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's third down.
Throwing is Baker. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. 14 yards on that pass play there. Good for a Buccaneers first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
He'll get in behind his blockers, get forward for a pickup of 3. Tackle made by Nate Landman.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Mayfield. That one is caught by Ibuka. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
And this ball incomplete on third down.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a third and very reasonable. Incomplete on that third down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
So that one's going to land out of bounds, and the official's going to mark it right at the 20-yard line. The Rams offense getting set to get back to work. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Williams. Not much there, maybe a yard.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 8. They'll go again here with Williams. And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. That's Yaya Diaby with the tackle.
Pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
So we are through 3. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Got to get it to the 30. Here comes third down. To throw is Stafford. Here's a screen set up to Williams. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
That's good.
Well, they finally are able to convert on a third down. And, Mike, when you look back at a box score, some of the biggest indications of how well the game went, of course, you don't want to turn the ball over. How do you execute in the red zone? And then how are you on third down? Third downs typically lead to long drives. Long drives tend to lead to points. Not a real complicated formula. Stay on the field. The more snaps, the more plays, the better. The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
Now a second down throw for Stafford. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
5-yard gain on the play.
Just a simple hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
Here's the give up the middle with Williams. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground. And a big reason they find themselves trailing and another loss of yards.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, Stafford. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
A tough spot here. 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Stafford. He gets this complete, finding Adams. A gain of 16 on that pass play. Good for a Rams first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. A little surprising to see them keep the ball on the ground, especially given the situation, Mike. I mean, you're trailing. You haven't had a lot of success running the ball up until this point. They need chunk plays. They need to score, and they need to score fast.
2nd down, it's Stafford. The blitz gets there, and he lost the football. And it looked like one of the Rams got there first, and indeed, L.A. will keep the ball.
A loss of 10 yards.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Stafford. That's into the hands of Jordan Whittington. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up 4th down.
Let's give some credit to this offensive line. Once they identified the blitz, you could see them communicating with one another to make sure everybody is on the same page, and that's what gave the quarterback enough time and found the open man.
They'll try it now with Ford. And he's going to have a Rams first down. They needed 3. They got 6. Enough for the conversion on 4th down.
Yeah, sometimes these coaches want to overthink it. They want to dial up these super tricky plays and try to outthink themselves sometimes. And you find yourself here on 4th and real short. Something easy, something your guys have repped a million times. Win the battle up front and pick up a fresh set of downs.
He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
Stafford now on 2nd down. We'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that.
And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up 4th down.
Nice job by the defense there, stopping them short on third down. Brings up fourth, but Mike, honestly, I don't think there's much decision to be made. He's got to keep his offense out there. They need to come away with points. Find themselves down multiple scores in this one. They're going to have to maximize these possessions.
He's got a man. That's Nakua. Complete.
So as the saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll throw once more. Here's Stafford. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Complete to Nakua. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 11-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 6. Stafford to throw again. He's got it at the 3. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal.
And this is what the offense needed. Now, after that last completion, you still trail here in the 4th quarter. You need scores, and you need scores fast, so they cannot take their time. I wouldn't be surprised to get them right back up on the line of scrimmage and try to score here now that it's 1st and goal.
Under pressure, and now he's going to go down back at the 8-yard line.
I don't hate the play call. The best opportunity to throw the ball down this close to the goal line is usually on 1st or 2nd down, Mike. The issue here is the quarterback has to know, if my first read is not open, this ball needs to be thrown out the back of the end zone. You cannot take a sack this close to the goal line.
A shotgun snap to Stafford. This is high toward the side of the end zone. Touchdown, L.A. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
The extra point from Carty is good. And the Rams get a bit closer here. It's now 21-10. This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
The Bucs offense and their running back Bucky Irving ready to hit the field again. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. Run it. It's Irving. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain. And now the defense is going to take their first time out. Remember, they get an extra one built in with the 2-minute warning coming up momentarily. It is 2nd and 9. That's Ibuka in motion. Throwing on second down, Mayfield. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. The defense uses its second timeout here, and don't forget, clock going to stop when we hit the 2-minute warning as well. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. On the ground, it's Irvin. He's taken down just shy of the 10. And third and final timeout taken by the defense, so the 2-minute warning, the only clock stoppage they have left. They can still get a first down at the 1. First and 10, they go from the 11. Right back to Irvin. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play.
At the 4-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. On second down, a run with Irvin. And he'll fight forward, doesn't get a hold up, and he got what he needed. It is first and goal coming up.
And the offensive line does a really nice job winning this play at the point of attack. And once he got the ball, all he had to really do was just find a crease and hit it, and he's able to pick up the first down.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. From back at the 2 now, here's second and goal. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So a win here for the Buccaneers. They're able to get the job done in front of a hostile crowd as they come away with the victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night.